Got a fire going here. You can hear it crackling. Got my wood set up. I just wanted to reach out, guys. This is going to be a prelude to a video that I'm working on regarding fasting and my journey into the breatharian lifestyle. And, you know, the most important, I'll tell you what you can do to change your life right now. Quit eating any foods other than fruit and drink distilled water. Try it for 1 week. Your life will change dramatically. You'll break through so many programming, so many belief systems, so many entrenched and ingrained indoctrinations that, and you'll see once you start breaking those things, the lie of nutrition, and you know, you get over the fact that you're having symptoms when you come off all of your processed garbage, your satanic, ritually abused, sacrificial animal flesh, and all of these things. If you can understand and work through your symptoms, that's going to happen, because it's just like a drug addict coming off drugs. It's the exact same thing. You've been poisoning your body. You know, animal flesh is the #1 carcinogen in the world. It's worse than cigarettes. It's worse than anything else. It is in that it comes from the same industries that tell you you need it for your nutrition. It's all a lie, guys. I'm telling you, you got to break these things down. If you want to make true changes in your life, you got to quit holding on to these mechanisms by which they control you, and these ingrained, indoctrinated beliefs that have you thinking that you have to eat this stuff and you have to have a balanced diet, right, for nutrition, is complete 100% bullshit. And until you experiment with yourself, you'll never know. And most people who say, oh, I've tried coming off animal flesh and my body just doesn't operate that great and I'm tired. And dude, you're tired and you're having all these symptoms, and you're getting your blood tests done and you're lacking in all these things because your body, literally, you were poisoning it for decades. And then you came off cold turkey and you went on and started cleaning it out, because what fruit does, fruit and distilled water are negatively charged or positively charged. I can't remember which one it is. But what it does is it goes in your system and acts like a magnet, because all the shit that's gunked up, all that, the layers, like the tree ring layers, the tar that's in your colon and in your digestive tract, that's been, you know, impacted. It's literally impacted. And so what that is when you eat fruit and fruit and distilled water, it's acting like a magnet and it's pulling that stuff out. And so, you know, people get all these symptoms and they're like, they look on Google or they go to their doctor to get these stupid ass blood tests and all of this stuff. And of course, you know, all the Google, the doctor, all of that is sitting there waiting for you to come ask them, oh, please tell me what's wrong and how to fix it. Well, what'd you do? The doctor says, and well, I started eating just fruits. Oh, there's your problem. You're not getting enough protein. You're not getting enough vitamin B12. You're not getting enough of this. Oh, that's very dangerous, extremely dangerous. And, you know, it's so, like, it literally takes a minion, a slave-minded minion, to fall back into these habits based off of what these institutions like Google and the medical industry tell you are wrong when you try coming off of their control mechanism of food. Food is the anchor point of our enslavement. I'm telling you right now. And the longer it takes you to figure that one out, the longer you're going to suffer. The longer you're going to be spinning in circles and be confused and trying to become a nutritional expert and learn all the different vitamins and all the different symptoms of missing all these different vitamins. You're having symptoms when you come off this stuff because just like a drug addict, just like a heroin addict, just like an alcoholic, just like someone addicted to cigarettes, any of that stuff, your body's having to readjust. And not only that, but then all the thing that's even crazier as compared to being a drug addict, like a heroin addict, what's even crazy about being an animal flesh addict is that in order to even process animal flesh in our systems, your body isn't even utilizing it. It's dead. It's dead flesh. It's dead. Your body can't do anything with it. What's happening is the introduction of animal flesh into your system when you first start eating animal flesh, it takes a while for your body to adjust, because what it has to happen is those worms from the animal flesh, those parasites, actually now have to become a part of your so-called microbiome in your digestive system, because they are the ones that are allowing you to digest that food. They are the ones, without them working symbiotically with you, consuming this carcinogenic poison, they are the ones that are breaking this stuff down and utilizing that for their own good. And so people, who eat animal flesh their whole life, they have a host, they're hosting so many parasites, guys, so much worms in their digestive tracts that are feeding off this stuff. So when you come off of it, not only are you dealing with the withdrawal of the chemicals and the withdrawal of just your body being adapted to and addicted to this poison, but you're also freaking all these millions of worms out. And what they're going to do is they send signals. They release chemicals and send signals to your nervous system and cause all these disruptions. And so that's what makes you feel crazy and oh my God, like you're coming off. You're just like a drug addict. I'm telling you, it's no different. No difference whatsoever. Other than that, what makes the animal flesh even worse is that not only is it chemical, but it's also has an accompanying parasite that lives within your body in order to work symbiotically to help break it down. And it doesn't even break it all down. It literally just sucks everything out of it that it can. And then what's left is getting caked onto your colon and into your digestive tract. Look up colon cancer, guys. It's no joke. And it all comes from diet. And then these stupid ass doctors, these legalized pill pushing fucking doctors in their white lab coats are literally, the only thing they've been taught is to re-institutionalize these belief systems into you after you get out of school, so that way when you go visit them praying for answers, like people pray to God for world peace, and the doctor, what are they going to do? They're going to be like, here's another one. Here's another fucking, client for the rest of their lives. Here's another idiot. Here's somebody else I can steer right back into the fold. And so until you are willing to trust yourself and experiment with yourself and try these things out, and not try them out, like I said, and then a month later, 2 weeks later, a week later, whatever, like 95% of people do that say, oh, I tried coming off of animal flesh, but my body needs it because I run optimally on it. No, you run your worms run optimally on it. Your parasites run optimally on it. Ask your colon, ask your digestive tract. No, they do not. You are killing yourself. And the only reason that you think it's normal is because you aren't seeing the symptoms of this toxic overload, of this poisonous consumption that you're doing, because it's not immediate. It's a slow death. And that's why everybody's dying between 60 and 80 years old. And if you research morticians, and these morticians are starting to come out now and say 99% of people that because they take the cadavers and they have to take all the organs out and everything to get them ready to be buried. And they're like, yeah, everybody is completely full of parasites. And it's because you have voluntarily and willingly consented to not only eating satanic, ritually abused, sacrificed animal flesh, but which is the number one carcinogen, which they got to tell you all this, but they don't care, because they know that you're so imbued and indoctrinated and nerd to their systems that you're not going to be able to pull away. You don't have the fortitude, you don't have the courage, you don't have the strength, you don't have the mental capacity to think for yourself. So that's what they're relying on. And it's all bullshit. It's all 100% bullshit. The number one thing you can do for yourself right now is to quit putting anything else in your face, in your fat face, and just eat fruit, raw fruit, and drink distilled water, half a gallon to a gallon a day. And that is going to start flushing you out like you wouldn't believe. You will start, it's going to depend on your system and how bad you've toxified yourself, which is probably quite fucking bad. Because even if you're not cancerous now, you're precancerous. You are precancerous. Like I said, look up these things up. Colon cancer. Look up the morticians that are coming out and the whistleblowers that are coming out and talking about how every cadaver is loaded with parasites. So you're going to start flushing these things out, and you're going to see this shit come out. And the real nasty stuff, it's going to take like a couple weeks, of maybe even a month, maybe 2 months, and all of a sudden you're going to start passing things through your digestive tract, and you're going to be like, oh my God. And it's going to be so eye-opening, because the stuff you're passing is sludge and tar, and it's like tree rings. It's like when you cut a tree and you see the rings, like, see those rings? That's how it builds up against your digestive tract and your colon. And that is what is killing us, guys. I'm telling you, that's the number one cause of disease. And so, yeah, this is just a prelude to this video I'm making. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me, how detailed it's going to be. But research for yourselves, guys. And, if you've taken a half-ass effort and dealt with withdrawal symptoms and detox symptoms, and you're still using that as an excuse to go back to your addictions and to please your taste buds, because again, just like when you come off heroin, you're fiending for it. You come off Anaflesh, you're going to be fiending. You are going to be fiending like a damn heroin addict. And unlike a heroin addict who can get or any other like crack addict or anything else, they get over their addiction within 3 days to 3 months, and it's done. No, not with the animal flesh, guys. This is a hardcore addiction, and because of the parasites that live in your system that are triggering the chemicals to force you to say, oh my God, I'm fiending, I need animal flesh, These parasites will survive in your system for a year. Even eating just fruit and drinking distilled water, they're still going to be there dying off, and you're going to deal with these die-off symptoms. And there's different things you can do, different supplements you can take. I would recommend, just be easy on yourself. And And it's something you're going to deal with. It's either you deal with it short term and take care of yourself, and because we have the power, and power's the ability to change, and and work through these symptoms, and do it with the knowledge and the knowing that you're doing it for your higher good, for the greater good of your system. um you know Otherwise, I'm telling you, you're just going to go right back into it. That's how powerful these chemicals, and not only just the chemicals in the worms, but then the habit of going to the store and buying these things, and then thinking about all the recipes, and preparing it, and thinking, oh, you and your family sit there, and you guys are, your kids say, oh mom, the steak is great, oh mom, this is the best chicken nuggets I ever had, oh mom, thanks for fucking killing me slowly, oh mom, thanks for making me an addict. And so you get that. So you're dealing with that too, of your family, telling, building you up and saying, oh, you're such a great cook, oh, you're such a great chef, oh, this meal feels so good, oh, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight, oh, I'm gonna la 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 la, and so you got to think of what you're dealing with when you come off of these poisonous addictions. And it's on every level. It's on the emotional level with that kind of thing. It's on the spiritual level, because you've killed your spirit by sacrificing your humanity, so that way you can participate in these satanic rituals. And then, of course, the physical, that we just mentioned, and then the mental. When you start having symptoms, and then it's in your brain, it's so imbued into you, the first thing you start thinking, I got nutritional deficiencies, oh my god, I'm tired, I'm doing this, my body's showing me this, oh, I've got to have all these. So you're dealing with all the withdrawal, not just physical, but mental, emotional, and spiritual as well. And I'm telling you, that's why this journey, it takes a 100% dedication of yourself to your healing, without the input of anybody else's bullshit. And that's why that breaking these programs is so important, because if you don't get to the root of these programmings, it will eventually, even after 6 months or a year of cleaning yourself out, you'll eventually be like, one day you'll walk by the burger joint, and you'll be like, oh man, one burger isn't gonna hurt me. I haven't sacrificed my humanity in a while for animal flesh. We only live once. And you're going to come up with all these excuses and justifications to jump right back into it. And all it takes is that one bite. And man, those worms, and your system's going to be like, oh, just like that heroin addict who comes off heroin for a year, and then, is around, finds himself at a buddy's house, and there's a needle sitting out, and he's like, just this one time. And the next thing you know, he's right back on his addiction. Guys, it's no different. That's why we can't judge. We can't be judging people. We cannot be judging people for their addictions, because I guarantee if you take a good look in the mirror and you see your addiction, and that your addiction is even worse than the addictions you're pointing your finger at them and scoffing at them and making fun of them and putting them down for. Your addictions are way, 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 way worse. And not only is it killing you, but it's getting you to sacrifice your humanity. Guys, take care of yourselves. Nobody else will.